Recorded live at Strike Zone at Sunset Station here for the title matches of today's JBT event. 3 divisions at once today. Straight in front of us here, this is the handicap division title match. Nicholas Arnott having himself a heck of a year after winning TPC in this bowling center last year. He's looking to win the 4th title of his career. Got by a tough 3-way match in the last game by just 6 pins. Now he's taking on a newcomer. This is Gavin Hilton, looking for his first career JBT title, obviously in his first career event. Led a rather high-scoring event today, a plus 271, and he's getting 30 pins of handicap, at least for today. We'll figure out what happens tomorrow. They're already in the 4th frame. Arnott went double spare, his opponent went double open, so he's made up 10 of those pins so far and throws a pretty strike there in the 4th. To their right, just getting going, is the scratch division title match. Andrew Guba on some kind of tear here in his senior season, taking on another tough customer in Josh Abaganya for the scratch division title. That's a practice shot still from Andrew, so we'll check back on them in a little minute. Nice shot from Hilton, matches his 4th. Go for it, yes. Matches Arnott's 4th frame strike. Side of that 1-9 out, they're all even. Gavin, a product of the rapidly improving bowling scene here in Vegas. Phil's doing some great coaching, David's doing some great coaching, and he is one of the Coach Phil cadre that have done really, really well around here. They are fearless of patterns, even at a younger average. And they just get up there and throw a lot of strikes. Tristan did it at main event, Gavin looking to do it right here. To the left of all this, the U17 title match has more on the line than usual. It's Harper Schmidt versus Gage Baker. That's a good match as it stands, but the winner gets what looks like this dull box right here, but I couldn't find a plug, but this is a light up LED thing. Let's see if I can get a, and it is so cool. It's well, now all you do is see me. It's light up, it says Riverside, Anderson, Nevada. Strike Zone rather, got the JBT logo, some pins. Trust me, it's absolutely badass. We really appreciate Mr. Brooks and team for making that. I'll end it up with my reflection. It didn't really work, but trust me, it's awesome. And Harper and Gage's eyes both lit up when they heard that they're going to be the match that receives that. Tough almost church, and Nathan Gibbons a good run. The problem is when you give that split a good run, you often lose a lot of count, and that's what happens. 6-1 on a strike. Puts him behind this match by a decent amount, even scratch now. Remember, he's still got to give up 30, so trouble for Arnott halfway through as a result of that big split. As usual, the handicap bowlers don't take a whole lot of time. They go up there and fire it, and he recovers nicely, carrying the light hit. Right back here tomorrow, another big event, 92 bowlers today. Thanks so much to Jerry Francomano and his team for having us. Thanks to Cam from Ottawa for sponsoring. And of course, our regular sponsors, I Am Bowling, right here out of Vegas. And Adam Ishman and the Browns Brothers. Well, Nathan just got a 6, or Nicholas did rather, and Gavin responds with a 6 count of his own. A little bit more makeable. A lot of different ways to chop this though, right? Right, just make sure you get your camera time in. Just the good old days. Especially when you're a younger bowler, he's probably not going to go hard and straight at this, which is what I would tell him to do. And that's why you do that. Avoid that big opportunity there. It happens. He doesn't like it. He's got 111 through 6, so now the lead flip-flops on the scratch side. It's just 2 pins. And again, still plenty more to make up. Gavin is 15, bowls for Desert Oasis High School. They got a real good high school bowling program here in Nevada as well. And recovers real nice from that open frame. Said this is his first real big singles bowling accomplishment. People like Nicholas who wear that I Am shirt are eligible to split the $5,000 I Am bonus at the end of the season between everybody rocking the JBT I Am gear. Pretty shot there. Gets him a double as we go back and forth in this game. Now leads by 11, trying to make up 30. He's got 3 more frames to do it. Nicholas and his brother Nathan practice a ton, travel a ton, and pays the dividends in both ends of that as he slaps that 7-pin off the deck to make it 3 in a row. Boy, both these guys fearless off their open frames, come back and throw it real pure. No 300s today. Harper was the closest to 289. Won 300 recently, however, I've heard. He wasn't even one. Ah, good shot before Ben. Good shot. There's a lot of pressure in an environment he's not used to. I talked to his parents earlier. He said, "We just bowl a beer league. I had no idea bowling got this complicated." It sure does. He's hearing Phil tell him to, go 2-1 and put a 1,000 grit on it. Oh, he's gonna miss that left. All kinds of terms his family's never even heard before. Now trouble is hard to really put the pressure on with that triple. He's over his entering average already. In fact, all 6 of his 7 games were over his entering average. He's got to forget about it. He's done a great job so far of forgetting about it. Needs to do that here in the all-important 9th frame and set up some possibilities for the 10th. Bowling is a cruel sport. Whenever you miss a 4-pin, there's a real good chance you're going to leave another 4-pin, and that's what immediately happens right there. The bowling gods will make you shoot it until you make it. Otherwise, it goes to the tears of Miss Spare's drug. Abagani opened up with 3 in a row over there, and Guda's got his first strike of the match there in the 3rd. Much better shot at the 4-pin that time. Nice follow through. He's getting all the basic tools right. There is a crowd of bowlers. I wouldn't be surprised if Vegas starts dominating youth bowling in the West with how much good coaching and good facilities they have out here. 3 in a strike for Gage there, rather, in the 5th. He's still way behind. Harnett trying to lock this up with 4 in a row. Woo! Instead, just breaks up that split, leaving only a 4-pin of his own. That had 410 written all over it. A real nice break breaking up that split. Gives a chance to look at Harper. He's a threat every week in the regular scratch division and having himself a dominant U17 season. Looks on his way to another one there with spare 4 in a row. And Harnett does the old Harnett shimmy at the 4-pin there, and he gets it somehow. He's okay. He's pacing 212. His opponent can get to 189 plus the 30 for 219. So he needs double and count to shut out his opponent. Anything less, Hilton can come back and take it. Guba doubles over there. Harper does not make it 5 in a row to the left. Double to shut out. Boy, here's that first one. So weird. Sometimes he has these like little nervous mannerisms, and other times he's just like, yeah, I just threw it perfect, whatever, it's all good. It's all right. Happy to be here. Yep, it's okay. Strike plus 8, I believe, is the math on this. Now gets the light hit to carry.
It's nighttime over there.
219 with the difference. So yeah, for once I had the math right. 8 pins will shut out. It's wide. And that is not 8 pins to shut out. Oh my goodness. So he finishes up with a very nice 219 game. 189 plus 58. Sure have it right. Guess what? In his very first singles major tournament, Gavin Hilton needs 3 strikes to tie. If they do tie, we'd go into a 2-frame roll-off. Phil's done the math. He's telling that's Gavin's dad over there in the Duke shirt. He's had a rough day already. I know Duke didn't win today. He's hoping for another non-runner-up. I graduated from UA, so you know I got not a whole lot of room to talk here. What an opportunity for him. 3 in the 10th, a very tall task. Let's see if he can find a way. Navagani opens up with 5 in a row, but here's the 10th. Oh, couldn't throw it better. There's one. You know who he reminds me of? Anybody else old enough around here? How much does he look like? Caitlin's old. How much does he look like a young Ben Canfield, the way he throws it? You remember Ben Canfield? Shame on you. Yes. He throws it like a young Ben Canfield. And trust me, that's high praise if you don't do that as the current GCU coach. 2 more to tie the title match. It's close. It's got a hook. Oh, it does not get there. That was a tall task for a tall kid, and you better not feel bad about it. Jerry, how come he didn't strike? Your lanes are broken. He didn't throw a strike. What can I do? There you go. Well, he should be proud of himself. He bowled great all day long, but this guy should be super proud of himself because he is now a 4-time JBT champ. He escapes the last match and escapes this one as well. 247 to 237 with pins is the difference. Great stuff out of both, but Nathan Harnett having himself some kind of year. Here's the JBT champ yet again for the 4th. Hold your head high, dude. Yeah, we like to see that. Love to see that. All right, let's see what we got here. We got one more crack at a 300 game today. Is what we got is Josh is around the front 5 and leaving Guba stunned right now, as everything has gone Andrew's way this season. He was a 1-time champ back in 2009 when the season started. He's now a 6-time champ. He's won 5 times this year, beginning up in Oregon in October, and really hasn't stopped since then. Great physical game. Throws everything over at that 10, but doesn't hit it. He's in big trouble against Abagania. Gage fighting for the All-Conference Handicap Bowler of the Year title. His average has skyrocketed over the last couple months, really since main event. So he only gets a couple pins of handicap, but he's staying in handicap because of the points. Believe me, he can't wait to bowl scratch. He's all, let me out, but no, let's get Bowler of the Year first. Move hard and straight at that 10. Did great. Stick around. As soon as these matches are done, we'll do all the awards and everything. Give me $20. You can throw that last shot again if you want. Got it on you? No? All right. Gage just getting out of the way here as Harper is going to win yet another U17. He's got a real good chance at U17 Bowler of the Year, but there's another Abagani that's got something to say about that too. The young lady sitting over to my right. So much talent from so many different areas, having such good years. Sir, he's got a chance for 260 right now. Josh can do 32 pins better than that if this shot holds. Oh, it does hold. He's got a little hold to the left. He's just doing that very conservative line, but he's just hitting his board time after time after time. He is so quietly tough. All these bowlers with the 2-handed throwing all the power. Josh is just going but he could hit a dime at 55 feet. He's so good. As long as you hit your target, it's power plus accuracy. If you're deadly accurate, you need barely any power. If you're incredibly powerful, you don't need to be as accurate. If you can combine those two, you're golden. And right now, Josh showing off his skills. 289 was Harper's finishing score when he had the front 10, rung a 10 pin in his 11th. Let's see if Josh can take it to 7. Didn't get the hold that time. The string ends at 6. Now let's look at the match. That means he's facing a 249. Guba still has room for what, 246? Yes, he does. Certainly not over yet. This Gage will fill it up. that Harper will have the LED light in the Schmidt family RV. Party at the Schmidts. Nicely done out of both of them. Meanwhile, while one Abiganya doing well in scratch, if it's not one, it's the other one. Winning her 9 millionth girls scratch title today by 1 pin over Kendall. Very nice. Well done. Anything else you'd like to add? PBA Junior National fourth place finisher. She was 4th. Avery was 5th out in Natties. Very good. Who won the card game though?
Oh, it was me.
All over them again?
I won 3 of them. John only won once.
Got to put the little bro in his place sometimes, right? Yes. They're taking the day off tomorrow. They flew directly here from finals out in the Midwest. They're going to go back and go to sleep in California. Andrew really needed all of them there. Now that non-strike means that Josh has to open somewhere to stay in this match. Unlikely, but you never know. The unlikely happens here all the time. First things first, cover the occasionally tricky 3-6. He'll do a little hook ball at it, which surprises me. Half the bowlers go back up at that. It's not hard and straight. Andrew, I know he does the hard and straight. Andrew's in his 20s, so his cartilage has started to fuse, unlike these kids that throw it 8 different directions these days. Really starts the home stretch of the season now. Just a couple tournaments left in each conference before the invitationals. Here in the Mojave, we still have tomorrow. We've got 2 out in Utah in a couple weeks, and then Suncoast, and that's it for Mojave. Excited for our first Utah visit. Josh and his family been around this game. You're not going to see anything different out of his bowling here. It's the exact same pre-shot ritual. It's a game of repetition in this way. Picture perfect. Knowing his own strength and playing towards them. Now, if he can strike here, it's game over. Even if he can mark here, it's essentially game over as well. Josh is 17 now. Many options for college. Very strong academic kid as well. I remember, gosh, 8-9 years ago, Josh was sitting down in the handicap division doing, looked like astrophysics homework to me. He was doing something at way too young an age, mathematically. To lock it up. Oh, you bet. How pure. Shot 258 the last game on this pair. He's got a chance for 279. That will win you a lot of titles at any level. Guarantee you that. As Guma's just got to tip your hat, as they say, and congratulate his opponent. Which will match him, too, so they'll each walk out of here as 6-time champ. Pretty good. It is super hard to win one of these things. Out of everybody who's ever bowled JBT, by far the most amount of titles people win, you say. Very few people win one, and only an elite win more than one. 2 good bowlers, so didn't happen this time for him, just couldn't maintain the look. And Josh obviously had a phenomenal look on this one. No dramatic finishes, no buzzer beaters this time. I am so happy that Purdue lost last night because it took all the focus off of U of A's pathetic effort. I went to the airport early on Thursday so I could have a beer and watch U of A dominate Princeton, and at 2 o'clock I'm like this, at 5 o'clock I'm like, it was no energy, and they didn't look like they cared that they were there. Like they just walk in and beat them. That doesn't happen that way. Oh yeah! Roll that 2. He says I carried once. This is a kid that's been doing a lot of carrying since October. High game today of 267. In fact, I didn't really get a chance to look at this scorecard. Andrew started today 156, 180. That's gross. And after that, it was 44, 58, 67, 48, 57. To climb all the way from minus 64 after 2 to the top seed. So that was an exceptional comeback. Just ended the game short. Well done, man, as always. See you tomorrow. Do it again. Good. I hope
That's okay.
I was
They're not Purdue.
I was screaming last night for FPU. It took all the spotlight off of U of A. Unbelievable. They acted just like UA. They just acted like they could show up and win by 20. Doesn't work that way.
No, man. They're very soon.
Yeah, crazy. It's madness. Oh, come on!
Jump up and down.
That's as mad as Josh gets, by the way. As even keel as his bowling is, his temperament's the exact same way. I know a teenager or two, I know an adult or two could learn something about that. It'll be with a strike back-to-back 258s. Josh likes 69 and 70 at strike zone. You should remember that for TPC. We'll be back here in July to give out the big bucks. $2,500 for first place this year. $500 raise. And it is back-to-back 258s to win it all. Two really nice kids. This round of their matchups goes to Josh. Nicely done. We'll do it all again tomorrow right back here at Strike.